Hello everyone, here we are going to see to the second problem under 80C. So before going to the problem, one thing you have to be very clear that under 80C you will get a maximum deduction, that is rupees 1,50,000. You won't get any amount of deduction like as you are getting under the problem. Maximum amount you can deduct is 1,50,000. Like if it is 1,80,000, 1,50,000 can be considered. If it is less than 1,50,000, like 1,40,000, 1,40,000 itself you can consider. So it should not be more than 1,50,000. So we'll see the items. Premium paid rupees 12,000 on own life policy. Policy value is 7,50,000. So two amounts are there. One is 12,000, that is a premium amount. One more is policy amount, that is 7,50,000. So these are the two values which are given here. So here we have which value we have to consider, 12,000 or 7,50,000. I told when there is premium as well as policy amount, we have to consider 10% of the policy or premium. So here it is 12,000 or 75,000. 10% of 7,50,000 is 75,000. So lowest will be 12,000. 12,000 we are going to consider. Second one, premium paid on life policy of his major son, 16,000. So life policy of his major son it is told. So now the thing is, when the person claims any amount of 80C, we can consider spouse and children, that is husband and wife, son and daughter. So these we can consider. No other things we can consider. Here it is son it is given. If he may be a major son or minor son, it won't affect to our calculation. But when we are calculating, what we are considering is he is a son, so we are considering this 16,000. Next one, premium paid on life policy of married daughter, 5,000. So I told spouse and children. Son we have considered, daughter also we are going to consider. So these are the things we have to consider under LIC policy. So son we have considered, daughter we have considered, self we have considered. Any other relatives if they give, we are not supposed to consider. Next we will see premium paid on medical policy of father. I have told you once in the previous problem that medical policy, mediclaim policy will come under 80D. It won't come under 80C. So as we are calculating 80C calculations, this particular item won't come. It will come under 80D I told. So based on his age we can consider the amount. Here we cannot consider medical policy because medical policy will come under 80D. So we'll mark that particular item. So we have marked this particular item. It won't come under 80C. Next one, contribution to recognized provident fund. All kind of provident funds are eligible for deduction except URPF. So this you have to remember. Contributing to the PF fund will be considered for taxation purpose. It may be recognized, it may be any other kind of fund other than URPF. URPF we cannot consider. RPF means recognized provident fund. We are considering this item. Whole 30,000 is eligible. Next, contribution to that is over. Contribution to URPF. Now what is URPF? Full form of URPF is an unregistered or unrecognized provident fund. I told unregistered and or unrecognized provident fund. So he has contributed 15,000, and as I told, in case of PF other than URPF, all provident funds are eligible. So URPF is not valid, it is not eligible. So I am not considering URPF in our calculation. So here two things, medical life policy on father and contribution to URPF won't come in our calculation. Next, purchase of NSE 8th issue. There are many issues under NSE. All NSE issues can be considered. 8th issue we can consider for deduction purpose. So 80,000 is a given amount. We are considering it. Next, ULIP of UTI 6400, that means unit linked insurance policy, unit linked insurance policy of Union Trust of India or United Trust of India. So these amounts, this particular amount can be considered for deduction purpose. So I am considering this. Next one, contribution to mutual fund, which company or which type it is not given, but we are considering this. Contribution to mutual fund is an amount what we can consider. Then contribution to the political party. See, remember, contribution to any political party won't come under 80C. For this there is a separate deduction, which the deduction is considered as deduction under section 80 GGB. So here it won't come, contribution to political party, it won't come under deduction under section 80C. Okay, so we have finished all the items. Premium paid on own life, we are comparing the amounts, 75,000 and 12,000. 12,000 I'll write, I have to write. Premium paid on life policy of major son, I told spouse and children can be considered. I'll consider 16,000. Married daughter, spouse and children, we can consider. Medical policy, I told it will come under 80D, it won't come. Recognized provident fund can be considered. URPF we can avoid, we need not consider it. Next, purchase on NSE 8th issue, we are considering. ULIP of UTI we can consider. Mutual funds we have considered. Now we have to find out the total of all these amounts, and it should not be more than 1,50,000. We'll calculate this particular problem. We'll solve the problem. Now, two amount columns at the end of your page. You are supposed to write rupees at the top. You are supposed to write rupees at the top. One particulars, one amount column. We'll write the first item, premium on own life policy. Own life policy. So premium on life policy. You can see two amounts are there. That is 12,000. I have to consider, or 10% off. Or 12,000 and 10% of 7,50,000. 7,50,000 I have to consider. So 10% of 7,50,000 will come up to 75,000. So 75,000 or 12,000. The highest amount I have to consider. So I can consider the amount as 12,000. So 12,000 is the amount I have to consider. And that is the first item. First item is over. We'll go to the second item, major life policy of son. So second item, major life policy of son. The amount is given there. I need not calculate. We need not calculate. It is given already. 16,000. 16,000. Then third item. Third item here is premium paid on the life policy of so premium paid on the life policy of premium on life policy. Just now I told, yes, son's life policy is over, but I have to consider here daughter's life policy. Daughter's life policy and son's life policy, there is no difference, both are children's. So I can consider the amount, the given amount, rupees 5,000. The given amount I can consider 5,000. I will not. That is the amount. Then I have to see to the next item. Next item here, medical policy is there, it won't come. Next one is recognized provident fund. Contribution to recognized provident fund. Yeah, contribution to recognized provident fund. The amount is given there, rupees 30,000. Next item I have to check now. Item number 5. URPF won't come in our calculation. NSE 8th issue will be the next item which I have to consider. NSE 8th issue amount you can see here rupees 80,000. Next one, item number 6 is ULIP of UTI, that means unit linked insurance policy of UTI. Amount is given here 6,400. Okay. Item number 7, it is contribution to mutual fund. You may contribute to any type of mutual funds. We are supposed to consider that under 80C. Amount is given rupees 18,000. Considering. So all the items are over. There's one more contribution to political party. I told it will come under 80GGB section. It won't come under 80C. So other than that, premium on medical life policy of father won't come. Medical policy will come under 80D. URPF is not eligible deduction. So all items are over. We have to do the total. The total will be total deduction under 80C. So here total of that will be 1,67,400. So 1,67,400 is what is our total amount of GST, total amount of deduction under 80C. Total deduction will be 1,67,400. But you have to remember one thing, as I told you, I can consider, or as per the rule, we can consider maximum 1,50,000 as deduction under 80C. So maximum I told 1,50,000. So here it is more than 1,50,000. So max is 1,50,000, which can be considered for deduction under 80C. So these are the things. We have considered almost all the items except these 3 items. So these are our calculation. When policy and policy amount both are there, the premium amount and 10% of the policy amount we have to consider. Whichever is less, lowest we have to consider. Sons and daughters and spouse, these things will come. Provident fund, all types of provident fund except URPF, all will come. NSE purchase we can consider. ULIP, I am considering ULIP. Even mutual funds we are considering. 80C we are considering. So these are all the things under 80C. Thank you.